First at 5. From the University of Florida's College of Journalism and Communications, you're watching WUFT News.
The number of people in the U.S. suffering from Ebola is back down to 0, but the nation's nurses are still raising concerns about equipment and training. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stephanie Tinoco.
And I'm Sarah Daly. A large nursing union organized protests today in many places, including Lake City, Florida. WUFT's Ryanne Doumet is back from Lake City with more on that local protest.
Ladies, no one knows if this is over, so nurses are warning that some places are not up to speed. The union organized a day of action for Ebola safety standards coast to coast. Florida had already been requiring hospitals to report on their readiness, but as recently as 2 weeks ago, less than half had reported that Ebola training is complete. Registered nurses from California to Maine are holding strikes to demand tougher Ebola safety precautions in the U.S. No one is being treated for Ebola right now, and a remarkable 8 of 9 patients treated in the U.S. have survived. But that doesn't mean the issue has gone away.
Preparedness is a whole process, and you can't just have a crisis today and say, okay, we're going to deal with it today. You have to prepare for it.
Susan Sandoval says all hospitals need to have procedures in place for Ebola. Florida has been working to get extra specialty gear stockpiled in the state and to make sure all 210 hospitals are training.
So great to have you here today.
Here at the Lake City VA Medical Hospital, registered nurses from National Nurses United are saying that North Central Florida hospitals are not prepared to handle Ebola. For example, they say the VA does not have enough gear and has not completed training with all staffers. But hospitals can get help from the CDC if a case occurs, and patients could be transferred to more specialized hospitals for late-stage care.
I think if we have a patient that presents with the symptoms, we have proper protocols in place to take care of those folks.
Patients with initial symptoms have to be isolated until tests come back positive or negative, and the test sometimes has to be repeated later in the quarantine period. Experts say the U.S. experience points to the virus being most contagious in the later stages when patients could be bleeding and are often vomiting and suffering from extreme diarrhea. The VA says it hopes to transfer patients out before the risk multiplies.